All right, great. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so very much. We appreciate your time and your effort for allowing us to take out of your time to engage you in a meaningful way today. It's so much for us at Project ASHA. Like I said earlier, my name is Maribuko Joseph and I'll be moderating today's session with you. I hope finding your way down, you're using your virtual vehicle to navigate to this meeting point was not stressful. I can see my colleague looking all glam and she's looking very good this evening. Hi Fumi.
Hi, Joseph. Hi, everybody. It's
Okay,
wonderful to be here today.
great.
Can
Thank
you all hear me?
Yes.
All right, so in the course of the
Okay.
meeting, we might have to mute our mics so we do not interrupt anyone or we do not cause a commotion, so to say. If you have any question, you can either use the electronic hand raise option. You can make your reaction using the reaction button. You can clap, you can wow, you can smile if you want. Your questions should be dropped in the chat session and we're going to attend to it. We have our facilitators in the building that will be taking us through some very important discussion this evening. While we wait for others to join us, this is 11 minutes into our time. I'm going to share a screen with us shortly on ASHA, then Bolafin will take up from there and introduce Project ASHA. Just stay with us. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. Hold on. Kindly mute your.
Hello, everyone, again. Please, if you're not talking, kindly mute your microphone. If you're not talking, please mute your microphone. I'm going to be checking. Thank you, everybody, for muting your microphones. Okay, so let's see everybody's faces. Let's see our beautiful faces. Please turn on your videos. Let's see you where you are calling, where you are joining us from. Please let us turn on our videos. Hello, Robert. Peace, Oma, Zuskai Timer. Oh, that's Joseph. Hello, Leona. John Princess. Hello. Can you all please switch on your videos so we can see your lovely faces? Our wonderful change makers. Can you guys? We're still waiting for some of us. Ainde Aminat, Abdurrahman Semeyat. Please let us all turn on our videos so we can meet. It's great seeing you. Hi, Anoluapo. Adeyemo Ayomide, hi. John Princess, hi. Robert Peace, hi. Abdurrahman Semiyat, hi. Precious, hi. Ayinde Aminat, please let's see your face.
All right. I hope we can all see
Okay.
my screen.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you so much.
Innovative, what a Chadwick opens up and tells us why her entrepreneurial pursuits cannot be valued by Naira and Kobo alone. One of the truly incredible moments of this year's West African Regional Conference of Young African Leaders was
The video is not playing yet.
during the pitch contest.
Sorry, you said what?
It's a still image we are seeing. It's not playing yet.
Okay, sorry. I'll try to fix that. Give me a minute. Can you see it now?
And
Yes, we can.
for our viewers to understand a bit about your background, what brought you into the Young African Leaders Initiative?
When I was 16, just as I was preparing to go to the university, I was misdiagnosed in Nigeria. And I had my first surgery then. That surgery gave me a tracheostomy tube, breathing tube right here. It also took away my ability to speak audibly. And between 2004 to 2005, I had 3 more surgeries. So in total, I had 4 surgeries, and each one made it worse than the last. So in 2006, my family took me abroad. I had another surgery there, and then in 2008, I had my 6th surgery, and that was when I could speak again. But during this time, from my first surgery in Nigeria, the most difficult thing wasn't even having a tube right here. It was that feeling that all of your dreams has been truncated, like, because you go from being the popular girl, this girl with hopes, to this girl who can't even say her name, and it was very, very traumatic for me. And the worst part was there was no one who prepared me for life with a disability like that. No one told me, this is what you are going to face, this is what you are going to expect. And so I started a support group for girls like me who had, breathing tube, and who faced rejection, who couldn't do what they felt they needed to do because they had this thing and no one was telling them what to do. And I was a bit frustrated because what that meant was I couldn't go out. If I ventured out, I was always looking weird. I always had to wear a scarf for my neck, even though it doesn't match what I'm wearing. And I began to think about how I could make a difference with regards to that. I was thinking really small until I went to the University of Delaware for the Mandela Washington Fellowship Program last year. There I saw that it's a whole new market. The world is bigger than just tracheostomy. It's people with mobility difficulties. It's people who are blind, who are deaf. We need some form of assistance or another.
One of the amazing things about your story, and one of the reasons why it's so absolutely inspiring, is that you've clearly taken a perspective that goes beyond yourself, that even goes beyond the particular condition you face. I want to ask you a little bit about that. What has informed your perspective to look beyond yourself and to make it?
Oh, sorry about that.
But during this time you're going to face, this is what you're going to expect. And so I started a support group for girls like me who had, breathing tube, and who faced rejection, who couldn't do what they felt they needed to do because they had this thing and no one was telling them what to do. And I was a bit frustrated because what that meant was I couldn't go out. If I ventured out, I was always looking weird. I always had to wear a scarf for my neck, even though it doesn't match what I'm wearing. And I began to think about how I could make a difference with regards to that. I was thinking really small until I went to the University of Delaware for the Mandela Washington Fellowship Program last year. There I saw that it's a whole new market. The world is bigger than just tracheostomy. It's people with mobility difficulties. It's people who are blind, who are deaf. We need some form of assistance or another.
One of the amazing things about your story, and one of the reasons why it's so absolutely inspiring, is that you've clearly taken a perspective that goes beyond yourself, that even goes beyond the particular condition you face. I want to ask you a little bit about that. What has informed your perspective to look beyond yourself and to make it more than just about you?
Because in the end, I really want to make a difference. I want to be able to contribute my 2 pence to putting disability issues on the front burner of Nigerian discourses. And I can't do that with just making clothes specific for persons who have tracheostomy. That would be reverse discrimination. Especially, I have a very good friend who I consider as family. Her name is Toby Loba Ajayi. She's also a 2016 fellow. And I had the good luck of staying with her in DC, in Washington, DC. And when I hear her talk about how difficult it is for her to get into clothes, how difficult it is for her to explain to people what type of clothes she wants to make and how they should make it breaks my heart. And it's difficult for you to hear the stories, for you to see them with your two eyes and not think beyond you.
One of the first observations I made about you when I saw you come into the room was your vibrancy. You have a spirit of color and brilliance and possibility. Can you talk a little bit about how who you are is a part of your brand and your innovations?
I'm a very playful person. I'm very laid back, and when I want something, I really want it. So when I want to dress, I have an idea of how the dress should be. I really want it, and it doesn't matter how many times I have to try, but I keep trying until I get it right. And that is one thing that has helped me. Because when we just started, which was last December, we kept getting it wrong. And then we had to waste fabrics, and we had to waste materials and time and all of those, but we kept doing it until we did something that we could be proud of. I am very proud of this dress, by the way, but it took a lot of time for us to perfect it so that I could actually wear it and it holds, but it doesn't look so big, it still looks fitted. So all of that I incorporate into what I do, because like I said, I can't really separate my personality and my view of the world and how I view my community from what I do.
Judging by the very lively reaction you garnered from the audience, I believe it's safe to assume that the audience agreed with the judge when the judge said that you do not have a disability, but rather that you are unique. And with that, I want to ask a final question, which is about not just the disabled community, but about young Africans at large, across borders, across gender, across tribes. What would you say to them about whatever challenges they face, be it financial, be it systemic, be it environmental, be it social? What would you say to them about the challenges they face and about their inherent capacity to overcome?
The first thing I would say is you must discover what you are most passionate about. You must really look inwards and ask yourself, what can I really do when those challenges come? When you discover that, you give it your all. You network with people who are in similar fields. They may have experiences to challenges and they may have thought of solutions, because those challenges will come. But when they come and you are very passionate about what you do, it becomes easier to weather them. And when you have a network, a support network that you can always reach out to and say, hey, you know what, I think I want to throw in my heart now. They can say, no, try this, do this differently, it could help. I don't know what else has helped me. Like, those are the two things that has really helped me. When I discovered that, even when I just had a surgery, I still want to, do this. And I just had a surgery, 25th of April, by the way. I still want to do this from my sick bed. Even when I'm not getting paid, I still want to do this, because this is not just about the rewards now. This is about my soul, feeling like my life is purposeful. And so I give it my all.
What did Chadwick's pursuit of equal opportunity for disabled persons to access quality fashion and Anthony Bassey's groundbreaking innovation to enhance feminine privacy concerning health matters prove that private sector gains can indeed be altruistic in nature, not always solely functioned to accrue financial benefit? One of my major takeaways from interactions with these brilliant young leaders is that authenticity is central to their effectiveness in leadership. Knowing who they are and moving firmly in that understanding enables them to make contributions that are true to their beliefs, talents, and passions. Next week on the program, we take you all access into the Yali Network. Separate from the Mandela Washington Fellowship, thousands of young African leaders from every sub-region are creating linkages to enhance their capacity to impact their communities in lasting ways. Do join us.
All right, thank you so very much for your time, for taking out time to share in our stories and our victories. Hello, oh, can you hear me? Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for taking out time to join us this evening. So we're heading straight into the discussion session. I can see uh, Mary Abiodu. She's on the meeting already. Our facilitator is here already. I can see one of my oh someone I admire so much, Veronica Ghana. She's here too. She's someone I admire really, really well. And thank you so much, madam, for joining us this evening. So we'll be moving straight to invite our facilitator. No, my able colleague, she has not introduced herself. For me, over to you. Introduce yourself and Asha, please.
Okay, hello everybody once again. My name is Bola Fumi Adedayo. I prefer to be called Fumi. And I need to begin with saying thank you for everybody for showing up for this. It's really a beautiful thing to behold. My late friend and mentor, Weta Chadwick, that we just watched the video about. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, okay. So Weta Chadwick, my friend and mentor who founded Project ASHA, would have been very happy for today's event because for every of our plans and service to humanity, there was one thing that was at the bottom of our hearts that was key to it. And then that thing is digital literacy for young girls and women in Nigeria. And I'm so happy that 2021, we have begun this amazing journey. Earlier in the year, one of the most beautiful success stories we've had in Project ASHA was to be a part to the Shiro's ICT hub that was created in honor of Weta Chadwick. Mandela Washington Fellowship Alumni Association Nigeria, in partnership with Project ASHA, awarded a grant for the first Shiro's Digital Hub to Kindle Africa initiative. It's a partner initiative, and the person in charge, Ms. Fomi, is also a friend of Weta Chadwick. So it's like we are creating a partnership, we are creating an ecosystem of like-minded people who are dedicated to ensure that women have access and rights to education, to literacy, inclusion, to empowerment, to finances, and health. So across all this, that is where Project ASHA is interested in. We are a non-governmental organization with a local presence and a global focus. It was founded by Weta Chadwick, like I said, in 2004 as a support group. Like you heard in the interview, she started a support group because she felt, as young as she was, she felt she could make an impact in society despite having a challenge. Um, she was diagnosed and she suffered a negligent medical treatment in Nigeria that rendered her voiceless. And because she was voiceless, she could not talk. She almost lost her sense of self. But instead of losing herself in this situation, she decided to set up a hub, a connection with people who suffer similar voiceless disability. And then that was how she started this group, support group for girls. And officially in 2013, Project ASHA was officially registered as an NGO in Nigeria. And since then, we have been focused on injustice and lack of access to women, trying to create better ways for women to have access to every basic human right. And, so far we have had so much progress. We have had success stories. We employ strategic methods to bridge the gender inequality gap in all sectors, in economical sectors, in political sectors, in financial sector, in tech, in, across so many boards. So I'm going to be mentioning a few of the projects that we've achieved since we were officially registered in 2013. So in 2000 and since 2013, we have received, Project ASHA has received national and global awards for contribution to the empowerment of women, girls, and disabled people. We have trained, we have enlightened, we have supported over 6,000 women through many of our initiatives. We have worked with the Lagos State government on promoting the rights of people living with disability. We have also worked with Lagos State government campaigning for sex offenders register so that people who are prosecuted as sex offenders can be registered. And this was signed into law by Governor Fashola. And we have also given economic empowerment and sensitization projects to communities, especially grassroots communities across Nigeria. We have connection across various other countries in Africa. And some of the projects we've done after, a while, in 2015, we held the Empowering Laughter Gala Night, sensitizing Nigerian celebrities to the culture of charitable giving. We used it to raise funds for our community projects and our ASHA Academy. The ASHA Academy is where we employ different resources, human, material resources, to train women, children, vulnerable people, and people living with disabilities. In 2016, we facilitated a national public health campaign funded by Access Bank to draw awareness to the dangers of obstetric fistula in women and girls across different geopolitical zones in Nigeria. In 2017, we launched the House of ASHA initiative, which designed accessible clothing for people living with disability and vulnerable people. Also, the seminar, She Can with ICT, remains applauded as one of our notable achievements in Lagos State. In 2018, we worked with the Shogoro community at Iwaya local government on training traditional birth attendants to tackle mother and baby mortality during childbirth. At the same time, we're working with teenagers, especially young girls that were out of school, young girls that were teenage mothers, and we were teaching them how to re-identify their identity and take up leadership positions through cultural identification and art. We were teaching them through dance, through music. In 2019, we delivered a series of school lectures. We went to schools to teach young boys and girls on rape culture and the consent culture so that there is a synergy to reduce domestic violence and gender-based violence among teenagers. In 2020, during the lockdown in Lagos, we offered COVID-19 relief packs to families in need in underserved communities in Lagos. Right now, in 2021, we are currently running an empowerment program in grassroots communities in Lagos using poetry, art, and dance to ignite creativity and leadership in children. At the beginning of this seminar, I'm sure you saw a video with some children in a local community that they were, doing their poetry. And they have had different opportunities. They've gone to different stages. They've been in Lagos-sponsored stages, organization to sensitize people and create awareness through poetry. Now, when we talk about digital literacy, it was Weta's dream to deliver a future where more girls are empowered and enabled to be competent, powerful, and digitally aware women fit for impactful change in a digital generation. Weta was thinking ahead. So our idea to create digital hubs for young girls is to be able to channel the information system that she saw when she traveled out into Nigeria to build future women and future leaders, generally across boards through digital literacy. So in January, Mandela Washington Fellow Alumni Association Nigeria, like I said before, partnered with Project ASHA to grant an award to create the Shiro's Digital Hub. The Shiro's Digital Hub is currently functioning and has trained numerous young girls on digital skills that they can use to improve their lives. Now, this virtual pitch contest is to further promote digital literacy inclusion. We set up this virtual competition for girls interested in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to be encouraged and supported from an early stage so that they can be launched. It's like a launch board. You can be launched. You all, people that are participating and people that are just witnessing this seminar today, can be launched across, various platforms that will help to produce impact-driven women in the tech space. So through the support of like-minded organizations and professionals like WTech, Tech for Dev, Women Techpreneur, Kindle Africa, Gistals Africa, and every family and friends of the Project ASHA family, we are able to make this happen, and we want to say thank you. Project ASHA remains firmly focused on empowering women of the future. We believe that women and girls are the fabric of the society, and when you educate a girl child, you empower a nation. So you all are welcome once again. Thank you so much. I am Bola Fumi for Team ASHA.
Thank you so very much, Bola Fumi, for that very sharp and enlightening introduction of ASHA. Moving next to our first facilitator, she's in the building, Mary Abiodun. Thank you so much for making it to the meeting today. So Mary Abiodun is the Chief Operating Officer at Colibri Africa. She has a master's degree in mathematics and education from the University of Lagos, where she also bagged her first degree in the same course. She's an alumni of the Meltwater Entrepreneurial School of Technology for Software Entrepreneurship. She is also a member of the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, with a strong passion for youth development and capacity building. She has also a mentor. She has been a mentor at different technology programs and trainings, and she always seeks ways to offer mentorship opportunity to secondary school students and anyone looking to navigate their career path. You are so much welcome, Mary Abiodun.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Just to confirm, can everyone hear me? If you can just say yes, you can, so that I'm sure that you all are with me in the room.
No, we can hear you.
All right. Thank you very much, Anu. Thanks. Okay, so it feels so great to be with you all in this room. And while I was listening to the person from ASHA speak, it just brought alive like some of my very most important passions for one of the reasons why we set up Colibri Africa. It's also to give opportunities to young women out there so that they can improve their digital skills, so that we can sell their digital skills to other nations of the world, and they can stand, in the same place with their other counterparts all over the world. So I feel like I'm in the right room, like I'm in the right place, being with you all here. Vision is so same. When I heard about the digital hubs as well, like it's one of the things that's in my mind. Like when I think about Colibri Africa, I will, from the work we've done with women and young Africans, will notice that, we have a lot of issues in Nigeria. Talk about light, internet, no access to simple things, like even you'll be so surprised that some people don't have access to phones, like your smartphones. It's so alarming. And computers, people don't have access to some of these things. Because you are on this call, so you might think that, every other person has it, but you'll be so shocked and surprised that there are so many people out there that don't have access to these things. So the dream of a hub is always been my passion, like to just stop it up where people can come, they can, work from, earn more, and just become best versions of themselves. So it's so great to be with you all. Thank you all. So in the room, I really don't know the kind of people in the room. Is it students we have? Is it entrepreneurs? I just want to get a feel of the kinds of people we have in the room. So if you are a student, you can just maybe unmute, tell me maybe you have a business. If you are a student, if you are a tech career woman, so just let me know. Maybe just 2 or 3 people, just so that I have an idea of who is in the room with me. Anyone.
Okay, you can unmute yourself and make a speech, but if you do not want to talk, you can drop in the comment box and we pick it from there. Is that
Okay, let me pick it from there. Let me
Okay,
start.
okay.
Okay, hi Mary. It's nice to really meet you. Thank you for coming here. So, I was supposed to do an introduction and I just went straight to Project Asha, because most of the time when I want to see myself here, I just see Project Asha first instead of, a personal person. So now that you asked, let me just talk briefly about myself. So, I am an artist, first and foremost. I paint, I draw, and I'm a content creator. I write. And one of my passionate, let me say, one of the sectors I'm passionate about is actually tech. So, and I really want the African youth and Nigerian youth to understand the disruptive, excuse me, the disruptive technologies that are coming on board. We are trying to get women and Africans onto the tech, but we are not even up to where the Western world is. And then there's already disruptive technology that we might not even really understand what's happening. So I write majorly, I'm a technical writer in the space of blockchain technology and its use cases in Africa. So right now I work with like two different blockchain companies that are trying to improve development in Africa through tokenization. That is one of the things I'm passionate about. So when you were talking about trying to sell the skills of girls in Africa, in Nigeria to the outer world, we really need it. This space, the new technology that is coming up, everybody here knows that Facebook has turned to metaverse. It's a whole new universe that needs people that have skills that they can use. And I'm really looking forward to Africans dominating the next generation technology. So that's a brief of me. Thank you.
Yeah, interesting. So cool. And I also see that some other people here says they are students, they are passionate about technology. So it's good to know that everyone here is a tech person, that you are a tech enthusiast or you're already doing something in tech. And when she mentioned blockchain, I was just like so excited because I also have a lady who reached out to me. She writes about crypto, she writes about blockchain, and of recent she was like she needs internship with a blockchain company. So I like the fact that women are already like stepping up to get into that
Oh,
blockchain
please,
space already.
please, just refer her to me because I need many hands right now. I need many hands to be very sincere, and I can tutor her and bring her on board. So
Nice,
please
nice. So
just let her reach out to me.
I'm going to learn, and even I myself, I know when Code Lagos. I don't know. I mean, you know Code Lagos. I was part of Code Lagos for blockchain. I got my hands dirty into blockchain, like trying to build decentralized apps, trying to see how that really works. But I've moved ever since to entrepreneurship because I feel that we need to do more for people. It's not enough to just learn the skills. We need to be able to use the skills to help others. So I've ventured into entrepreneurship, and that's where Colibri Africa actually came out from. So I'm very happy to meet you all, and it's very good to see the caliber of people I have in the room with me. So yeah, so I have a very short time to spend, so I would try as much as possible to hasten up and not waste time. Then as I'm speaking, if you in case you have like questions for me, you can note them down or you can drop them in the comment section, and it is something we are going to address together at the end of the day. So the topic I've been asked to speak on today is actually steps to starting a career in technology. It could be a digital career. And I want to start by saying this. And when I was watching the video by the founder of ASHA, she mentioned something that when I heard it, I was like, oh, it's like this woman already knew what I went to come say here. She talked about, first of all, knowing yourself. You need to know what you are passionate about. That's always the first place to start. So I do tell people that the tech space is very wide. It is really, really very wide. You just said about blockchain. There's artificial intelligence. There is content. There's entrepreneurship. It's just a very wide space. There's UI UX. There are designers, there are web developers, there are software engineers. So wide. So you have to first look inward, like she said, look inward and see where would you fit? Like that's the first place to start. You need to look inward. You need to know what you're passionate about. You need to sit down and like take stock of your skills, take stock of your previous experiences and see that okay, where is the perfect place that I'm going to fit in all of this for tech? And if you are able to identify that place, then you've gotten the first foundation to starting a career in tech. Um, I know it's always very hard, especially in tech, because of how broad it is. Most people usually start in one part, then they find out that, oh, it's not my passion. Then they move over to another area. They do that for a short while. They say it's not my passion, and they keep trying like that. And a lot of people do not also know that for someone like me, if you saw my bio, you find out that I started with education. Like I studied education in the university. Because you've had a degree before now that is different from technology, it doesn't mean that you cannot start from that place and still thrive in tech. So let me give you an example. Like when I started first in tech, I started by teaching kids and women and girls about technology. So I taught girls like Python, I taught them HTML and CSS, I taught them how to build websites and things like that. Now I was able to, because of my background education, it doesn't mean that it's automatically useless because I've come into tech. No, I was able to find a meeting ground, bringing education into technology, and that's where I first started from. And I also think that everybody here can also do the same, no matter your degree, no matter what you studied in school. Just find something in tech where you can also merge it with whatever skills you have before now, and you can just start from there. You don't have to go start from scratch. You can start from any point you are now, and you can definitely make something out of it. The next that I want to say again is I actually have an acronym that I wanted to talk to you guys about. The acronym is FRESH, FRESH. That's the normal FRESH, you know. And starting a career in tech actually demands quite a lot. And I'm going to tell you guys what each of these acronyms start from. The first one is F, and F stands for finance, like financial aspects. You need finances. Like for example, now you want to be a software developer, you would probably need to get a laptop or probably get a phone. Like if you want to be a video creator, you want to start with a phone. That if you don't have a laptop, then probably when you get more money, you want to get a laptop. It's always very difficult at the beginning getting that finances to get the things you need to start. But it's also good that we have a lot of organizations out there helping women. I don't know how many people knows about She Codes Africa. That's SCA. When I went to female entrepreneur, that one of the organizers of this program. I saw that she was one of the WCW, like the women they shout out to one of recent on their Twitter page. So you all can go check out Chicode Africa, and they are always like doing something like helping women like get laptops, get into things like cloud technology, getting into AI blockchain. They do a lot of these trainings. So even if you don't have the money at the beginning, there are organizations you can look out for, and they can help you to start that career. So don't just think you are helpless. You are not helpless. There are people out there who are looking for you to help you. I remember when I started in tech, sometimes in 2016, there was this organization that was partnering with the US consulate, and they did this training for only women, and that was for 50 women, and I was part of them. Did you believe that for every day we were coming for that training, they made sure that they gave us feeding, and they were always giving us transport for the next training day. Like it was on weekends every Saturday, and they were just willing to support us. So I'm telling you here that if you are in this room and you are willing to start a career in technology, there are people who are out there who are willing to support you. Don't think that you don't have the finances. Don't think that you don't have the resources. So the next acronym I'm going to move on to is R. R is relationships. Now, you need to look into your networks. Even if you don't have people in your networks who are techie or who could help you start that career in tech, social media is there. You have LinkedIn, you have Twitter, you have a lot of social media platforms out there where you can reach out to people, reach out to founders of organizations, build relationships, talk to people. Like one of the things I started doing this year, which I think you all can start doing as well, is just reach out randomly to people online. They will be so glad that you even reached out in the first place. Tell them what you need, tell them what they can help you with. I didn't say you should go there asking for money, but you can find a CEO online. Like, let's say you are like, one of the things I told that my lady who was looking for an internship, I told her to go on LinkedIn, find CEO of blockchain companies and shoot them a message and tell them that she's looking for an internship position, and who knows, she just might get one. So that's what I'm talking about, relationships. And don't be afraid to talk about what you need and what you are looking for. You never can tell, the next person beside you might just be of help to you. And even as we are in this in this meeting, try and reach out to people who are also on this call. You can never tell who is also on this call with you, and you can start a very great relationship from there, and you never can tell what you guys can do together in tech. So next up is E. I'm still on my acronym fresh. E is for education. Now, tech, like I said, is a very broad space. And because it's a broad space, it's also a space where you need to constantly update yourself, because things are happening very fast. New technologies every day. You heard now that Facebook is now metaverse. People are changing names, they are changing technologies. You need to always stay updated. You need to look out for educational opportunities where you can learn. There is Udacity now giving out like scholarships to women so that they can come learn about some of these technologies I've mentioned earlier on. You can just look out for these opportunities and go for those trainings, go for those educational opportunities, learn as much as you can, because it is those who are really learning that in a few years time or in few months time down the line, they are the ones who are earning, they are the ones who are getting better, they are the ones who are up high there. But if you are not learning, if you are not working on your mental capacities and trying to improve on yourself, how would you even be positioned to get those tech opportunities when they come your way? So be ready to learn. That's education. And S goes for spirituality. Spirituality, because you need God. I can't take God out of the equation, sincerely. There are times where you are going to get to a particular point in this your journey in tech, and it will feel like, I don't even think I know what I'm doing. Am I really in the right space? Is it tech I'm supposed to be doing? Why am I even in tech? Why shouldn't I be doing something else? So at that point, sometimes you just need God. You just need to pray. You just need direction. And I'm very sure you would get that if you really like take that spirituality aspect seriously, pray to God, and see how it can help you. Sometimes what you need is just maybe someone else to just come your way and show you out. Sometimes it's just mentorship, and you can just say a prayer or two, and maybe by the next day, someone is willing to mentor you and take you up, hold your hand, and help you navigate through the path that is looking so confusing for you. And the last one is age. In my acronym fresh, H is your health. Yes, techies are hard workers. Like, they work very very hard, and it's very easy for you to lose sight of your health. It's very easy for you to be working and not even remember your health. But your health is very important. If you really want to have a thriving career in tech, your health is very important, so take your health seriously. um Once in a while, do checkups, probably visit the hospital. And again, exercise, and don't always sit in one place. Take walks, go out. Techies are usually most times secluded in one place, but always find time to reach out to people, find time to go out, visit people, just talk to people, build that relationship, learn as much as you can. And I'm very sure that at the end of the day, you would be able to take all of this and make something out of it. Just um, I really hope that my acronym is going to be of help to you, which is fresh. And I also hope that as you continue to think more about the fresh acronym, you might also get new insights about each one of them as to what you can do with them so that you have a thriving career. I really do not want to waste time, because I also there are many people on the call, many speakers waiting in line to also talk to you. And I know that they also have beautiful things to share with you all. So for now, this is where I would like to drop the pen or stop my speech. If anybody has any question for me down on the acronym or just about starting a career in tech, you can drop your questions or probably unmute yourself and ask me. I'll be willing to answer you. So yes, thank you very much. Thank you for listening to me, and it's great to have you all on this call. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mary. That was really wonderful. In fact, I also learned from it because it was very strategically placed, the information you brought, and the process with which we should start. So I think one thing I can bring out of that, which is very important, is to make sure that you create a connection, make sure that you build a rapport with people, because the whole world is a small village. Thanks to the internet, it is even becoming smaller. So as a tech person, you're going to be building solutions. You're going to be available to people that will be building solutions. So connections really work. If you're working in one part of it and another is working, that's my own takeout of everything you've said. Thank you so much. Does anybody want to ask a question? Okay, if there are no questions, thank you so much, Mary. Do you have any last words for us?
Yes, so my last word is just very short. And that's the fact that no matter the skills you learn in tech, no matter what you do, don't hide it. Don't hide it. Be willing to show the world what you've got. Be willing to show the world what you are capable of. And I know that way we all can meet at the top. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. I'm waiting for my colleague to come on board. I think it stepped out a bit. Okay, so since there is no question for now, just a moment. Okay.
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
Joseph, are you back online? All right.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mary, for that. I don't know. Wait, can we all give a round of applause? You can give applauses with your reaction button, the clap option. Can we just do that? I'm doing mine now. Yes, that's great. Everyone, please, let's do this. Let's do this. Give a, give a resounding clap. We can actually hear the virtual claps. If you have the virtual ears, you could hear it. I can hear it. Mary, can you hear it?
I'm not sure, but I think I heard something. I don't know if that it is.
No, as in it's a virtual clap. Just pretend like you're hearing it.
Oh, okay.
All right,
All
thank you
right.
so much. Thank you so much. Please do not tell me you don't have a question. Please feel free to ask questions for guidance, for clarity, for those of us who will be willing to kickstart our journey. So, Mary, most of the participants on this meeting today are the young women who have taken the very bold step to starting a career in tech, and they are all participating on the virtual pitch contest happening next weekend. It's going to be a grand event, and I truly am looking forward to that event in particular. Each of them will be pitching their own ideas, their own innovations, their interests. So I would love you to also be in that meeting too, if possible.
I've been judges on several pitch contests, so I would really love to see what they all have in store for us and the ideas they're willing to take to the world.
Great. We're looking forward to having you by next weekend. Okay, someone says she has. Omar has a question for our coordinator. Okay, Omar, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Hi, Omar. Good evening.
Good evening. I heard our coordinator. She said, you said something about blockchain technology, and you said you needed interest
Okay.
about blockchain technology,
Yes.
and that you were open to interns.
Yes. In content creation, if you're willing. I'm not the developer like the coders and the programmers like Mary and, and Joseph, but content creation, content writing, technical writing, yes. I would
Okay.
really onboard as many people as are interested to understand the technology and write pieces for. There are a lot of companies that need people to write articles, people to write their page views and social media. There are a lot of new companies that are coming up, and most of these new companies are coming to Africa to use blockchain to develop Africa. So new projects are going to be developing. There is funding for a lot of startups that want to use blockchain. So yes, if you're interested, you can come on board. But we can talk about that after the meeting, after the seminar.
I did
All
that
right, thank you.
content too.
What?
I was telling you that I write content too. Yes. I have my
we,
medium.
we meet after the seminar. Don't worry, we meet after
I
the
have a
seminar.
lot of things for girls. Like people want to start in tech. I have a lot of tech content on my blog on Medium, so people can just like go
Okay.
there and probably read one or two that will just spark. And I also write tech motivation as well for young females. So I'm very sure you
Okay.
find my articles there very useful.
That's great. That's wonderful. So I hope I've answered your question, Omar. I think I have. Sorry, this.
All right, thank you so much.
Answered my question. I'm going to call. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Omar, for that wonderful question. I'm glad that you got the answer you wanted. Next, someone dropped in the chat box. Oh, come, I'm going to read it. Okay, yes. One of my beautiful mentors, she dropped. For me as a person, our advice is irrespective of what you want to do, have a technology side to it. Okay, I think there was a question before that. Please, while we are trying to get the chat, I would love you to also, you can unmute and take this opportunity to ask your question. At Ayo, at DMO, ask the question. Let me just go through the chat and try to pull that out. Okay, Ayo asks, please, ma, what if you are not sure of what you want to do in the technology? What do you
Exactly.
So we got a response. For me as a person, that's from Madam Veronica Agana. She's a very reputable woman too. For me as a person, our advice is irrespective of what you want to do, have a technology side to it. Yes, tech is the new gold. So if you are going to be having any skill or anything at all, please engage with technology too. Fumi, please go on. Let me just quickly take a call.
Okay. All right. So what I am going to say to that is this. It's very common to find a lot of people who don't really know where to start in tech. And that's how I'll say that if, for example, there's already a course you're already studying in school, if you are, you can look for the tech aspect, like what you can do concerning tech in that course and start it. Let me give you an example. So for example, now let's say you are in the medical sciences. Let's say you are studying CBG in school, you're studying medicine, dentistry, anything that has to do with the medical sciences. You can look for the aspect of tech that relates to it and start learning something and that aspect. For example, now like R, Python, data science, and things that have to do with the medicals. Like there's special languages that are even for that category of courses. So you can do your research. I think research is very key. Do your research and find out the technology aspect of whatever you are doing and start to learn if you are interested in doing that. And for if you don't also know what as time goes on, you might start. People are always advised that maybe they should start with website development. I remember then, but it's not a must to start with website development. No, if you don't know where you want to start from, ask questions. That's why I say make connections. Try and have mentors. Try and ask people who are already in the tech space and say, okay, I'm just starting out in tech, but I have passion in this, I have passion in that. What can I start with? And I know that people are going to lead you in the right direction. They'll tell you, okay, you can do this, you can start this, you can start that. So that can help you very much as well. So you can try this and see how that goes.
Okay, thank you so much, Mary. I think I want to add something to this. So, Joseph, are you saying something?
Oh, yes, I was just going to complete the response I was reading out before from
Okay.
Madam Mary Agana.
I just want to okay, I just want to add a little to what Mary has said. So for me, I've always been a curious person right from when I was young. And the only thing I could relate to was art and writing. I used to write poetry from when I was very small. So when I became older and I understood, we used to go to cyber cafe those days. There was no internet browsing phone. You go to cyber cafes, you browse 1 hour, and then you come back home. That was how we could relate to tech those days. So what I understood from how to enter tech was my favorite novels that I used to read. I would go to look for their website online and read about it. And then, those days I could not imagine that, oh, there was a way I could download the book. So I'll go to their website, a few chapters, maybe one chapter that they bring up, I'll just read it. Within 1 hour, I can read like three different chapters from three different authors. So after a while, that was the only thing that connected to me. Putting stories out there on the internet, creating content on the internet, that was my basis for it. And then because I went to a technology school, I went to FUTA, I was introduced to programming, Fortran, we did a lot of those things. So I'm like, okay, let me try my hand at programming. I tried, I put myself out there to try a few things. I tried CompTIA A plus, computer engineering while I was still in school, going for free lectures. So I would say if you don't know where to start from, you are young, most of you are in secondary school. When you hear computer classes, computer training, try it, especially if it's free. Put your leg into it. If it feels right to you, you can continue. Like, there are so many things you can do that does not even require that you have very high level of computer programming, and then you are in the tech space. Most of the people that are in charge of projects, solutions that are launching today, they do not even have the deep tech space. They just have that idea in their head and they know how to execute it. So I would say put your leg in it. If they are calling for people to come and learn basics of programming, learn it. If they are calling people to come and learn basics of UI UX, learn it. If it is creative writing, if it is, everything you can try to do. If you see somebody doing computer classes, join them. If you see somebody repairing computer, understand it. After a while, within 2-3 years, you already have something you will focus on. And then by the time you are in university, you would have acquired enough skill to even be making money from it. So that's my own advice for that.
Thank you so much, Bola Fumi, for that wonderful advice. Continuing with the advice I was reading from Madam Veronica Ghana, just like she said, whether in creative arts, healthcare, agri, whatever, just get the basics in tech. From there, build the foundation for whatever you want to do in the future. Thank you so very much. Okay, while we're waiting for our next facilitator to join us, she was trying to log in.
I'm here already. I'm here already.
Okay, briefly, I'm going to introduce our next facilitator to us.
That, that's too of the common.
That is facilitator, someone I admire so much. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. It has a very robust profile. I hope, can we all see my screen, please? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
All right. Madam Fumi, thank you so much for making it to today's meeting. I appreciate you. She was in another meeting and trying to follow up with this one, and now we finally got her. Thank you so much. So I'll be quickly reading her profile. Fumi Adebajo Olafimiho. Pardon me if I pronounce the names wrongly. I'm sorry. It's a Nigerian
Yeah,
passion.
pardon.
Okay, thank you so much. He's a Nigerian passionate about education and has over 8 years' experience in different areas of social development. She is the founder of Kindle Africa Empowerment Initiative, a non-profit organization aimed at eradicating poverty in Africa by improving access to education for vulnerable women and children in urban slums and other undeserved communities. In 2016, Fumi was selected as one of the 100 outstanding young leaders from Nigeria to participate in the Mandela Washington Fellowship for Young African Leaders, a flagship project of President Barack Obama. During that time, she completed a Civic Leadership Institute at Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey. She has a master's degree in educational administration and excuse me. Okay, she has a master's degree in educational administration and planning from University of Lagos, Nigeria, and also has a BSc in computer mathematics. Her most recent achievement is building a school, Center for Women Integrated Education in Makoko, the world's largest floating slum, to equip vulnerable women with skills for improved personal income and to reduce domestic violence because of economic dependence. Prior to this, she worked for 3 years as a knowledge and communication advisor for the Lagos Eco World Bank Education Project. She has she was the curator of TEDx Ajegunle Women, the first TEDx women event to hold in a slum in Nigeria. Through various initiatives, Fumi has impacted the life of over 2,000 women and children. Her life vision is to inspire young girls across the African continent so that they will say to her, "Because of you, we finished school." So robust. Thank you so much, Madam Fumi, for joining us this evening, for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. It's such an honor to share knowledge and most importantly to have someone listen to you. So I was smiling also when you were reading the profiles and I'm like, are they talking about me? But I'm so happy to be here and I'm honored to have you all here with
It's a pleasure to have you too, Madam.
me. So are we set? If you have the question, if you are set for the meeting, yes. Can I see what you are typing? Is anybody typing? Is anybody typing? Is anybody typing?
We are set.
I can't see the responses. I want you to type yes.
If you are set, just put it in the chat box. Yes or no.
Or you can just unmute for like 2 seconds and say, yes, I'm set. Okay, I'm seeing the messages now. All right. The title of my speech today is Pitch to Win. Pitch, what is a pitch? A pitch is like a very brief introduction of yourself. A pitch is something to convince someone about something that you're passionate about. A pitch is not about your family, except if your family is what you're trying to convince someone about. A pitch is something you're talking about, something you're passionate about, and basically you're selling yourself to someone in a very few minutes. Now, I used to be a member of the Toastmasters Club, and at the Toastmasters Club, we call it elevator pitch. That means that just imagine that you are with the president of the World Bank or the highest office in wherever you're working or whatever field you're interested in. Say you're with President Barack Obama in an elevator. What would you tell that person in the 2 minutes ride? At times, you'll be in the elevator for just 30 seconds, for just 1 minute. What would you tell that person that will make that person interested in you in those few seconds? That's what a pitch is. Do we understand? So how do you pitch to win? How do you pitch to attract people? How do you pitch to impress people? How do you pitch to convince people? The first thing I would like to say is that you must be passionate about what you do. That's the very first thing. I would like this to be an interactive session. I'll make it a storytelling session so that you will remember. I don't want to give you point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, because a lot of times we have attend meetings, we take notes, we don't go back to them. Am I lying? Am I lying? Just unmute and respond. Unmute for 1 second and respond. Am I lying? Nobody said anything.
No.
So I'm going to make it very interactive so that you can at least remember. Your pitch should be about something you are passionate about. Now, you really don't have to reinvent the wheel. I always say that there's nothing you're doing under heaven that somebody else has not done before. Even if it is an idea that you stole, which I'm just saying in quote, you must be passionate about it. You must be really interested in it yourself before you can convince someone else. As I am, I don't know how to do business, and nobody can tell me to convince someone about banking or come and do cryptocurrency or come and, by the time I'm doing they will know that this person is zero. But if you tell me to come and talk about why women should go to school, if you tell me to come and talk about why education is the tool to poverty, I can talk from now till tomorrow, just as I can talk, as I can present a pitch in one sentence. In a few minutes ago, someone sent me a message and said, an organization is asking what you do in one sentence. That is a written pitch. And I told the person, improving access to education in slums. That's all. I'm improving access to education in slums. Question is, how do you improve access? You know, the person will be interested in asking questions. Excuse me, please. I want to, please give me my phone is right. So I want to take out the jacket. Yeah, I'm back now. So did anybody understand something you're passionate about? It must be something you're passionate to be something that someone must be interested, someone can be interested in. So how do you pitch to win? The first thing is that talk about. If you're passionate about technology for women, if you're passionate about, you know, you must have reasons for that person to believe in you. Why did I recently in partnership with Project ASHA, we set up a 20-seater ICT hub for women, for girls in a solo. If I want to pitch about that, I will tell them that, okay, the pitch is we set up an ICT center for women and girls in Isolo community. And why we set it up is because we realized that a lot of women and girls don't even know how to put on a computer, talk less of coding and other things. How then do they have access to opportunities that will improve their lives? So that we set up the ICT center. The next thing that you need, passion. You must be passionate about, okay, I already spoke about passion. You must, excuse me, please. The internet is acting up. You must have confidence. So apart from being passionate, you must have confidence. Confidence is an I can do it spirit. Like the people that are doing it, they don't have two heads. So you must first believe in yourself before you can go and convince someone. So apart from just having passion about what you are doing, you must first believe in yourself and say, I can do this thing. So confidence brings me to the next thing. A lot of people have stage fright. You are shy, you are, a lot of things are happening at the same time and you don't even know what to say, you don't know how to do it. Now, this is what to do. A lot of people have stage fright. I've spoken about I've mentioned stage fright. Excuse me, please. My internet is acting up, so I'm trying to see if I can move to another device. But I hope you are following me though.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Okay. So you need to have, the first thing is passion. How to pitch to win is you must be passionate about what you are doing. The next thing is you must have confidence. Else you cannot approach anybody to pitch to them. So that's an I can do it spirit. Like the people that are doing it, they don't have two heads. The Olorunfunmi that is speaking does not have two heads for her to do what she has done. So if I want to succeed at this thing, then I must have the confidence to sell what I'm doing. A lot of people have stage fright. you are shy, you don't know how to approach people. So symptoms of stage fright, at times you have shaky hands, at times your voice is shaking, at times you just forget everything that you want to say. I would say that for stage fright, you should equip yourself with knowledge about what you want to talk about. If you want to talk about technology for women, if you want to talk about whatever you're trying to talk about, you need to have an understanding of it. There's a difference between being passionate and having knowledge. So if you have knowledge on it such that people can ask you any question and you can answer, then you are ready to face people. Do we understand? In having knowledge, I would say that having knowledge is not something that just happens overnight. It's something that takes a while. You acquire knowledge, you don't cram knowledge. If you cram it and you face someone, you stand in front of people, you will forget because your body is reacting to the people that you are seeing. But if it is something that comes from within you over time and over time, you've practiced, you've read about it, you know about it, then it is easy for you to deliver. Some symptoms of stage fright is your hands are shaking, your voice is shaking. What I would advise is that you practice very well in front of a mirror. Once you have passion, you have confidence, and you have acquired knowledge. I said there's a difference between acquiring knowledge and cramming. You have acquired knowledge. The next thing is to practice your pitch. A pitch is, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? And for who am I doing it? Did we get that? Your pitch should contain these three ingredients. What am I doing? Why am I doing it? And for who am I doing it? So for me, Olorun for me now, my pitch is I'm improving access to education as a tool to eradicating poverty for women and children in slums. I'm improving access to education. That is, what am I doing? As a tool to eradicating poverty, why am I doing it? For women and children in slums. That is, for who am I doing it? It does not necessarily have to follow that order, but those, what are you doing? You're doing it, and for who are you doing it? So practicing involves a lot of times. When I coach people on public speaking, I say you should write it down such that it becomes a part of you. I don't mean type. There's a difference between typing on your computer and writing. Writing improves memory. So the more you write it down, you write what you want to say. What am I doing? Why am I doing it? And for who am I doing it? You write it such that it is short enough for you to say in a breath. Depends on the time that you have, depends on the number of minutes or whatever that you have. Do you understand? But it's mostly a pitch a lot of times. If it's a business pitch, it cannot be more than 10 minutes. And when we went for the Mandela Washington Fellowship, you have to convince your investors in 5 minutes. You have to tell them the rundown of your business in 5 minutes. So what am I doing? Why am I doing it? And for who am I doing it? Once you've written it down so much that it has become a part of you, you stand in front of the mirror, look at yourself in the eye. A lot of times we don't look at ourselves eyeball to eyeball. When you look at the mirror, don't lie. A lot of times, is it that you're looking at your hair, or you're looking at your shirt, or you're looking at your leg? It's very difficult to look at yourself in the eye. If you're able to look at yourself in the eye, it becomes easier for you to look at people. Do you understand? So look at yourself in the eye. Assume that you are speaking to someone else, and practice over and over again. When I started my public speaking career, what I used to do, I stand in front of the mirror, and I used to be in the choir too. So I'll stand in front of the mirror, take a microphone. Guess what my microphone is? I don't have a microphone at home. So what I would take is my red can or my bacon can or my body spray can to the mirror. Over and over, as you continue to practice that, it becomes a part of you. Now that's for a one-on-one audience. At times you might need to stand in front of people to pitch. Now this is what you do. Looking at you, you might be nervous, but what you do is just look above their heads. When you're looking up, I'm telling you what people used to pay me for. if you are looking above someone's head like this, you are not looking at their eyes, you are looking above their head as you are standing. They are not able to know if you are looking at them or not. So just look above their head to the left, to the right, and to the center, like in a zigzag formation. So when you look at people, it gives them an impression that this person is telling the truth. I cannot invest my money or invest my emotions or invest my time in someone that I'm not certain that the person believes in himself. So if you are looking at me, I think, oh, she's telling the truth. She knows what she's saying. So I've given you 2 tips now. The elevator pitch should contain who am I. Second thing is practice in front of a mirror to yourself. That's for a one-on-one audience. Or when you have a large audience, to look above their heads when it's a crowd. Prepare the questions in advance. You think by yourself, what if they ask me this question? How would I respond to it? Don't wait until someone asks you a question before you start thinking about the answer. So you put by yourself, that's why I said you should write. Take a pen and paper and ask and think, what can they ask me? And how can I respond to this? If you know you're going to be standing in front of an audience, I'll advise you to get there early, to drink some water, just to calm yourself down. And then you practice breath control. But above all, it is all about confidence. Trust me, I've been doing public speaking for more than 20 years. There's nobody on earth, even Barack Obama, when he's going on stage, everybody has stage fright. But being able to manage it is what makes you a winner or a loser. You don't want to get on stage or in front of someone that wants to give you 10 million, for example, or someone that wants to be a part of your business, and you start stuttering. How can you overcome this? You need
Okay, can we all hear me? I think we lost our facilitator there for a minute. Or is it just me? Confirm that you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay, I think we lost her there for a minute. We should just hold on while she joins us. Okay. Oh, I think she disconnected. We should just hold on. She will join. It should be network, definitely. While she was speaking, one of our panelists joined the meeting. She joined the meeting. I'll introduce her much later, so I do not. Okay, I can actually introduce her. Madam Miriam, are you there? Good evening, madam.
Good evening, Mr. Joseph. Good morning. Good evening, everyone. It's good to have you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
The
very much.
conversation is still on. Once the facilitator is on, I think there will be a ground floor for everyone to contribute and make comments. Okay, while she logs back in, just hold on. Okay, maybe I could.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, Madam Miriam. You want to say something to the house?
Okay. I think the facilitator has been doing a very good job about telling us how to put together a very good pitch, and as the things you need to consider as an individual, things you need to put together, identifying your weaknesses and building on how to strengthen them. And I think those points are valid and very important that you need to follow suit to be able to have a successful pitch and as well as be a very good pitch writer, as well as defend whatever you're trying to pass, whatever message you're trying to pass to the society. So I would just urge us to just listen and learn very well important things and work on it personally.
Great. Thank you so very much for that insight and for that sharp advice. I hope we're jotting down our take homes today. Madam Veronica, do you want to say something to the house? I understand you're in transit. I don't know if you are in a good position to make a contribution.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Hello. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear and see you clearly.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm in Kaduna at the moment, so the network can be very crazy. It's been nice hearing everyone's contribution on the call so far. I think what I want to say to our participants is this: Facebook recession and a merger and all its platform it has created like a single hub called Meta is still a work in progress. But the founder of Facebook never imagined what Facebook is today, as at the time he was building Facebook with his friends back then. And that's the power of technology. You never can tell how far or how wide your innovation is going. The thing about technology is developing it. What do you have in mind? For technology giants like Nokia, their, their slogan used to be connecting people. That's the same thing Facebook is also doing with Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. At the point of development, they only had in mind how do they connect people. So Nokia came up with the development of a phone, whereas Facebook came up with the development of a platform where people could exchange. I think from the story of Facebook, what they had in mind was just to create campus. But you'll bear with me that Facebook has over millions of users globally, and it has that it will keep people coming back to ask for more or to interact or to use it. That is how technology works. And like I said, for me as a person, if you talk about blockchain right now, I'll get lost. I've really sat down to understudy and understand its working process because it's not in line with what I'm doing. That doesn't stop those who are working to do the amazing things they are doing with blockchain and the likes.
Oh, great.
Right? So
Madam,
as a
I might have to cut you there. I think,
beginner, can you hear me?
Madam Veronica, I think our facilitator, she's back online now, so maybe she
Yes.
can just take up. We'll definitely bring you back to continue.
Oh, okay. Let me pause.
All right, thank you so much
It's
for
fine. It's fine.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about that. So I was almost rounding up the other time, and I'll just use this time to ask for questions. If anybody has any questions that they want to ask, maybe in terms of pitch content or your experience with stage fright or any other questions generally that you think I can answer. But I hope that I've been able to touch the most important parts of what you need for a pitch.
All right, here's where we ask our questions. Participants, you have questions, please feel free to ask. You have the best advisor in the building. After now, I'm going to turn off my WhatsApp and delete everything so that you won't ask me any questions. So Madam Fumi is here to answer our questions, so you can unmute yourself or drop in the comment section. So the ball is rolling. You can ask your questions now.
So I'll be willing to answer questions related to what I've said, or if it's also outside the scope, there's no problem.
All right, thank you so much. So who's going first? Mind you, your pitch presentation is next weekend, so you must gather all the courage to ask your questions today. After now, we don't know when next we can see Madam Fumi.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to ask a question, ma'am.
Okay, I'm here. Oh, yes.
Yes. So, ma, you mentioned about how to make a pitch to win. You said the first step was to be passionate about what we are doing.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. But there are instances whereby the pitch we are given to make are not about topics we are familiar about or passionate about. What do we do in such instances, ma'am?
Okay, that's like, let me just give an instance. You are in the university, or even you are in secondary school, you want to write your WAEC exam and you need to pass. It's not every time a lot of times you don't like chemistry or you don't like mathematics, but you need to pass the exam. Am I right? Is that the same thing? What do you need to do? Take away your emotions and sentiments and acquire as much knowledge as you can on that topic. Because JAMB will not say, because you are not passionate about it, is medicine you want to do. So that's why you failed chemistry. Is biology that you really need for medicine. Will JAMB say that? No. It's nobody's business why you don't like chemistry or physics. You need physics, chemistry, biology to gain admission. So just like you would do in JAMB, to read everything in total. In fact, the best thing to do is, because you are not passionate about it, gather more knowledge than what you are passionate about. Because if you are passionate about it, it comes to you naturally. If you're not passionate about it, you need extra work on it. So if you want to pass, just like WAEC or like JAMB, that person that wants to do medicine, that needs physics, chemistry, biology, and needs to gain admission that year, you must acquire as much knowledge as you can.
Okay, ma. Okay. Thank you
so
so much.
three things. I said three things. You need to be passionate. You need to have confidence, and you need to gather knowledge. Passionate about is to gather knowledge, and then through that you become passionate about it.
Okay, ma. Okay, ma. Okay, ma. Thank you so much, ma.
You're welcome. I hope I answered the question.
Yes, ma. Thank you, ma.
All right.
All right, thank you for that. Any other person with a question? You can use your electronic hand raise or unmute your mic to ask a question.
Or type if you don't want to talk.
Yeah, exactly. You can type, so we'll pick it from the chat. Who's going next? Does that mean we all understand and we do not have any question for our speaker? All right. I think we're about to call it a day. Can we turn our video so we can take a virtual photo? Let's have a virtual picture. Just turn on your videos and give us a big smile, a big tech smile. But some people have not done their videos. Okay, let's all just do this. Once I'm done, I'll notify us. Let's turn on your videos in the next few seconds and we're done. Alright, great. Alright, thank you so very much for that. The photo is done. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, is that all? So Madam Fumi can return back to her duty.
Thank you, everyone. I wish you all the best. I wish you the best of luck. Take care. All right, bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Thank you so very much, Madam Fumi, for giving us your time and for contributing to our knowledge today. We really appreciate. And I hope hope we've learned a lot. Do you want to go with contributions first before we open the floor for more discussions? Madam Miriam, do you want to say something? Mind you, Madam Miriam is one of our panelists. She's part of the panel of judges for next weekend. So here she is. I don't know I don't know if she's going to be giving us insights on what to watch out for on the pitch, on the day of the pitch. Are there criteria she wants to share with us, or are there things she would love to let us know? So it will help our participant prepare better. I don't know if she has. Maybe it's going to be a secret that she's cooking up. Well, if not, we'd love her to give us tips on what to prepare with or prepare for next weekend. Before we go to Madam Victoria Veronica to continue her contribution. Madam Miriam, do you want to say something? Is Madam Miriam there? Okay, I think maybe she got disconnected at some point. Madam Victoria, you can continue with your contribution. You were making some very serious points before.
Okay, not here.
Yes.
Okay, and like I was saying, that technology can be very interesting. You don't really have a full grasp of what your end product will be like, but you just keep developing. Why Facebook invested so much in buying WhatsApp and Instagram, but through usage over time, these platforms have become one of the biggest marketplaces. A lot of people pay to have their products advertised, and that's why these platforms come to us free of charge, and then they are able to run their operations and pay salary and pay other bills that come. You and I are on Facebook free of charge. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp is free. But how do they run their operations? It's because over time, through usage, people have now committed to putting their funds in the pockets of Facebook founder because they want to have access to the audience. But I'm sure when Mark Zuckerberg was developing Facebook, he never had that in mind. It's over services. It has now become a marketplace. It has become a meeting point. It has become an avenue where people share, got connections, people have got business connections, people have made impact, and a whole lot. Same with technology. So don't be scared. It's wide and it's quite a journey. It doesn't have an end. Where you are starting, someone was many years ago, and where you're going to end up, somebody is definitely going to take the baton from you. So there is always an avenue for someone to build something out of what you have created. So it's a whole lot of connections. So open your mind to learn, ask questions like the earlier presenters have mentioned, get mentored, right? With mentorship, it will help shape your vision that you're trying to develop. True mentorship is going to able to shape the direction. So instead of wandering and just making a lot of mistakes and doing, or you're frustrated on the journey, definitely that point will come and you think you are not making a headway. Enjoy it. It's still part of the process. The failure is still part of the process. The frustration is still part of the process. Along the line, when you fail, don't be afraid of starting over again. Be open to learning. open to connecting, open to networking with people, what you are doing. So no man is an island, right? And don't be afraid that people will copy best. You know best the vision of what you're trying to develop or what you're trying to do, right? So whatever it is, at any point in time that you are stuck, always have someone that you will reach out to. Okay, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm stuck. I don't know what next to do. And the person is going to guide you through that process. I want to wish you all the very best. And like I said, it's a it's a whole wide world. Like, it's the opportunities available to technology, and most especially for women, a lot of opportunity. You have a lot of opportunities. Always look out for these opportunities and plug into it. But us in Africa, technology is still, we have not even started scratching the surface. Because even in governance, in education, in healthcare, Africa is faced with a lot of challenges, waiting for people like you and I to create solutions around it using technology. I want to wish you all the very best and make the best out of this, your program. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much for that, Madam Veronica. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. That is more than enough encouragement. That is more than enough push to dive deeper, to continue on this track that every young woman on this platform has taken on today. Madam Miriam, over to you. Do you want to give us insights as to what to prepare for, help the participants prepare better, what they should expect on the page, how many minutes they might be preparing for? I don't know. Or maybe it's a secret you want us to discuss that behind behind camera. It's fine. Madam Miriam, over to you. Are you there? Oh, my voice is low. Can you hear me now? Is it audible enough?
We can hear you, sir.
All right, great. Madam Miriam, are you there? Can you unmute and say something to us? Okay, I think she's not. Maybe she stepped away from her phone. Okay, who wants to tell us what they've understood from today's meeting, from what they benefited from today's meeting? Who wants to go first? Mary Abiodun, do you have any last words? Do you want to chip in something pertaining to the pitch preparation and how to make a pitch to win? Do you want to drop any more information for the girls? Okay, maybe she stepped away from her phone. Who else? Bother for me, over to you. You need to take it up.
Okay,
All right, Mary, you can go on.
oh yeah, sure. So concerning the pitch, pitching is just one way to get people to know about what you do and what you are passionate about. I know I've been on different stages trying to pitch our idea, Colibri Africa, both virtually and physically. And I also assume that this is going.
Okay, I think we lost you there.
That this idea is worth taking to the market. Like, there's something in it for them and for you, and it's something you want to work on. And lastly, concerning pitches, when you are pitching, I want you to not sound afraid. Don't sound afraid at all, because the idea you are going to be pitching, like, even if it's something that is already existing, there is a new side you can bring to it. There is something special you can do about it to present it for it to look different. You see some people pitching the same ideas, but at the end of the day, they might look like they are different ideas. It's just because of the way they presented it. So storytelling is very key. bring in storytelling, tell stories, like tell relatable stories, and let us see the impact of the idea you are working on. I'm very sure that if you do this, the panel of judges will definitely be amazed at whatever you are presenting to them. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Mary, for that powerful chip in. It's really important to note what our facilitator just mentioned. Storytelling is really viable and it works all the time. Trust me. You tell a captivating story and everybody's going to buy it. Make sure you're not lying about the stories, anyways, because if it's what needs to be proven, you have to tender your proof too. So, thank you so much for that, Mary. Madam Miriam, I don't know if you're still on the call. We're about to call the meeting a wrap. We started 3, this is 4:50, and we are almost done here. Okay, I'm going to play one more video I'm going to share my screen quickly and hold on please. Okay, give me some time to just navigate through to this video and we'll call it a day. Alright, I'm playing a video from ASHA Works in Community. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes, sir.
It's not playing yet.
Is it playing now?
My name is.
Was it playing when I played it?
No, it's a.
Yes,
It's
but
a
now
freeze
it's not
frame.
playing.
Bola Fumi. I'm the activity coordinator for Project ASHA.
It's still a freeze frame.
I'm the volunteer coordinator of Project ASHA. We have been in Bako community for the past 4 months.
It's still a freeze frame.
Over 15. Sorry, sir, what?
It's a freeze frame. It's not moving.
Oh, really? Okay. Sorry, I'm going to fix that shortly. Sorry about that. Let me quickly share again. I'll quickly share again and again and again. Kindly let me know if it's playing this time. Is it playing?
My name is Bola.
Was it playing?
We can hear the voice, but it's still a freeze
You can hear the
frame.
voice, but it's freezing.
It's a freeze frame.
I don't know why that is happening. I'm trying my best to ensure this works from here. Okay, one more try. So I'm going to start all over.
I think you should play it first before you share your screen.
Okay, maybe I should do that then. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now.
My name is Bola Fumi. I'm the activity coordinator for Project ASHA.
My name is Joseph Waribu. I'm the volunteer coordinator. Is it working now? ASHA.
Yes.
Alright, great, thank you. 4 months where we have empowered children, over 15 children, using poetry, art, and dance.
Bako community is a community of temporary dwellers who have settled in this swampy, floody part of Ojota Ikeja area, and the children here are of low-income families, and life is a bit hard for them. Project ASHA is here to empower women and children in this community. We've been working for the last 4 months with the children and want to tell their story. Just come with me. Thank you.
My name is Aisha. My name is Afsat Mustafa. My name is Nao. My name is Shebe Manzi. My name is Zainab Adishi.
My name is Adi Abuda.
My name is Esther Gostad.
Once again.
My name is Mrs. Gostad. What Project ASHA have been doing for Esther since 4 months? Esther have not been doing something shame like before. They have been doing something serious for something. Because before, if you send Esther to do anything, before you know, Esther just left. But now Esther will just serious and be doing that thing.
Esther is no longer
shy. And dancing, I don't know. She just loves dancing and she has not been doing like that before. I am happy over it. Yeah, I want her to learn more about this thing. Sunana Balkis. To shekarun mu dai 5 kenan a cikin gidan mu. Iya mu dai ba abin da zamu iya ce ma wannan Asha din. Sai alhamdulillah mun gode. Sun iya kula mana da yaran mu, sun iya sosai, yaran sun koya ga Aisha ga Hafsat ga suna da yawa ma ba bare sako su ba a cikin wannan ƙauye namu. Mun gode wannan community.
I am more confident. I can perform my where I can sing, I can dance, I can do so many things.
Project ASHA has been in Pago community for the past 4 months, providing them with back-to-school kit, books, sandals, and everything a child will need to stay in school and get the best of education. The health condition of women and men, particularly children, is in a very sad condition. They need all the support they can to grow into adults who are fully equipped to face the future.
Despite the unpleasant environment, we have seen significant progress with the children that we've been working with here. They have become more confident and more open to expressing themselves, especially the young girls here. We want the community members, their families, their friends to see that there is actually diamond in this rough part of Ojota.
Hi Joseph, please turn off your own video. Oh my God. Joseph, please turn off your video.
We want Uncle to keep his hands still, so that we want Auntie, my body not for your pleasure. This is danger zone. I am a black girl, bold and strong. My skin reflects the sun and the moon white for me to shine brighter. I am a proud black girl because I am made of magic. From Project ASHA will be useful in my life.
I have gained so much confidence and I'm sure I'll become a successful footballer in the future.
I would love to be a barrister when I grow up, but I really love to paint and I love doing poetry. I have big dreams for my future.
Alright, I think that is all for today. That's all we'll be taking today. That is one of our very wonderful projects that we hold really dear at Project ASHA. And it means a lot to us to see that these children are truly supported. While we are advancing while we're advancing digitally for girls, we also consider children that are growing and know that they all have a place and a space in the world. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much all for coming out. Mary Abiodun, I really appreciate you for coming, for gracing this event. Very short notice we gave to her, but voila, she came. All who joined for this meeting this evening. We appreciate you. Faith, I can see you. Thank you for joining. Any last words from Bola Fumi before we call this a wrap? In 2 minutes, we
Okay.
can
Can you
close
hear
this.
me? I can barely hear you. Sorry. My um my audio is no longer as clear as it was.
All right,
Can
it's
you hear
fine.
me?
Yes, I can hear you for me, and I'm sure the rest people too.
Okay, so big thank you to everybody that joined us today. We appreciate everybody for the contribution from Madam Fumi, from Madam Miriam, Madam Veronica, um Madam Mary, and everybody that is a part of this. We appreciate you. And to the participants for next week pitching event, I'm sure you learned one or two things, and congratulations to you for being a part of this alone, because this information you are gaining is going to be very useful. So thank you so much. Thank you, Joseph, for being the key person to make this event successful. So big props to you. And we want to appreciate everybody that is going to watch this video and join our online projects and offline projects too. Thank you for supporting Project Asha. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you for that, Bola Fumi. Now, one last thing before we close today. Please, if you've not downloaded the app, the Gist app, kindly do so. I'll be sharing the link once again for us all to access the app. Download the app, and on the 20th, kindly join. Please join on the 20th. We'll be just join, and you see the ASHA room will be there, so you join for the pitch contest. Then one thing again, I think I'm forgetting something. Okay, join the link, and if you're not following us on social media, please kindly do so at Project Asha on Facebook and Instagram. Project Asha on Facebook and Instagram. You can also check our website on www.projectasha.org. We look forward to engaging further with you. We look forward to uh, discussing more with you and growing a stronger community of tech giants. You can screen grab this screen and share with your friends and circles, and tell them what you are doing, because we are raising confident ladies. We are raising women who are very sure and certain of who they are and what they want to do. So once again, I say thank you, and that is all for now. Do have a lovely evening. Okay, you can kindly exit the call. But for me, can you? Okay, don't worry, I'll see you behind camera. Don't worry.
All right, bye-bye. Everybody, bye. You can say bye-bye before you exit.
Please, oh, you can have your virtual coffee. I know you saw me when I was going to eat, Sha, for me. And please, y'all should tell for me to give me her Asha glasses. She does not want to give it to me. I don't know.
Oh, please, you're not collecting my Asha glasses. Thank you.
All right, bye. Oh,
Bye-bye.
bye, Peace. Bye, John
All right.
Princess. Bye, Leonarduru. Bye, Precious Olaniyo. Abdulrahman. Thank you for joining.
You all can leave now. Bye.
Bye, Mary Abiodun. Mary, I'm going to discuss more with you. I think she left the meeting already. Who raised their hand? Ayo. Okay, Ayo raised their hand. You want to say something? Excuse me. Okay, Ayo, do you want to say something? You can unmute and.
I think that hand has been raised for a long time.
Let me help you drop your hand.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I can hear you at least.
No, I was just raising my hand because I was caught out at the second presentation.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
so sorry.
So I just wanted to know if it was that the lady with red wine and black wig or something like that that did the second presentation, because no, she summarized at the ending. So I wanted to know if she was one that did the second presentation.
Yes, she was. Yes.
It was okay. There's
Salam
no
for
problem.
me. Yes, she was.
Like she summarized at the ending a little bit on.
So
So
you were
I
able
think I
to
really
catch
I
up on
got
that.
yeah, I was a little bit I could catch up on that a little bit, but I wouldn't mind if I can get a summary, maybe on WhatsApp or something like
Okay, great. Okay, no, I'm
that.
going
But
to.
I can see that the stuff is recorded already. So I
Yes,
don't know if I
Yes,
can
being
get
recorded.
that.
definitely. We'll convert to a link and share with you all on the WhatsApp platform so you can also rewatch, and wherever you've missed out from, you can take it up from there. Is that fine?
That's all. Thank you very much.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Ayo. So, anybody, Precious, we didn't get to see your face. I don't think I saw Precious's face. Abdurrahman, I didn't get to see your face. Robert Peace, yes, I did. Ainde Aminat, I did not see your face. Can you open your video so we see your face and we know who we are engaging with?
All right.
Oh, you're not looking bad though. All right, Precious. Oh, great. So that was Precious that didn't get um, the airtime allowance, but happy that I think she has received it. Ainde, thank you so
Yes,
much.
we already made provision for that.
All right, great. Thank you so much. All right, thank you all.
All
Okay,
right. Bye
Abdulrahman.
bye.
Bye. Thank you, Precious. Thank you so
You
much for
you you
joining.
all have my number, so if you want to ask questions, you can drop it on the group chat or personally. I will
And we
respond.
can discuss from there. Fumi, you don't want to teach me technical writing. You keep calling me program. I don't know what I've programmed for you that you are dragging me like this
So
in this whole
please,
wide
I'm
world.
hungry. You don't show up. Me, I won't go eat. Bye bye.
So there you go. I'm passing virtual coffee to you. Paul, I didn't get to see your face. Is that my friend or whose Paul is that? Paul, let's see your face now. You don't want us to see your face. Robert Peace. You can exit the meeting. You can exit. We are done.